Happy almost New Year, everyone. This is Erin again in my kitchen with the amazing chef, vegan cook, Tracy Childs. Tracy's amazing recipes appear in this Handbook to Higher Consciousness. I just ordered the book last week. I cannot wait to get it. Her recipes, she's also a coach for Physicians, PCRM, which is Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, which is a nonprofit organization. Look it up, it's an amazing animal advocacy health program that basically everything about vegan, everything about being healthy. I would love you, Tracy, to share a little bit why you think plant-based cooking is good for people's health.
Oh yeah, I've been eating plant-based and vegan since about, 1990.
So I'm the baby vegan, and I just want to add really quickly that we've got some really special friends. These are all sexy vegans over 50, and they've been vegan for all over 20 years. So I'm the baby at just 3 years, vegetarian for 25, baby vegan for 3. But this is one, in the entire country, she is such an expert, and we're so lucky to have her today. And she's going to be...
I'm sure you've always been sexy, but you're sexier now, baby.
Now that I'm vegan, I am sexier. That's right. And
congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much.
What an honor. That's great.
Well, it gives me... I'm very blessed because I feel like it gave me this platform to share the benefits of a plant-based diet with the world, and to let everyone know that there are thousands and thousands. Anything that you can make, we can make vegan, and it's going to be so much healthier for your body. It battles cancer, diabetes, obesity, heart disease, which is the #1 killer in the United States. So
it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
Don't even have to think about it. And these days there's so many great products around, and you can just make things taste so good, and that's what I'm all about, is trying to help people learn that you don't have to give up anything. You can eat this way, and you can be healthier, and you can have fun with it, and you feel good about yourself.
And learn, this is going to be...
Give yourself a pat on the back.
Absolutely. Give you a pat on the back. I'm so grateful that you're here today. But today she's going to be sharing her recipe, which appears in that book I showed you.
Yep.
And all the amazing ingredients that, again, you can go out to restaurants and get this with meat, but why would you want to when you can eat cruelty-free food like this?
And most Thai restaurants will have something like this available. So when you go to a Thai restaurant, be sure you look down the menu, and they should have some vegan spring rolls. And they'll have a vegan sauce to go with it. Just make sure you ask, you don't want any fish in your sauce. You don't want, just make sure.
Always ask questions. Always read the labels.
And I'm always all about making stuff at home. It's cheaper, it's fresher, and it's fun. And so what's good about this is that it's a recipe you can actually... You can make for the holidays. You can make when you're having a party. This is really good. You can have people over and they can make their own. And they're fresh and they're so good. They get to pick out what they want. And I'm all about people having choices. So yeah, when I teach my classes, we did this in one of my classes too as a hands-on activity.
Well, I'm so excited to get to learn this so I can make it for my family and friends.
Yeah. So what you do is what you're doing is you're putting everything in one of these rice wraps. So we have, this is the brown rice one that's available, and then this is just the regular standard one that you're going to get in restaurants. So you can use one of the brown rice ones. So the trick with this is you just want to have some water that's warm to the touch. And you can always, as people are going, you can always add a little bit more. You can have your little tea kettle, and if it feels like it's not warm enough, you can just add a little more water to it, and just have some water there. And so the brown rice ones take a little bit longer, but the trick is you don't want to wait too long. You don't want to, you don't want it to get hard to handle.
What do you want it to feel like?
You just want it to start to be flexible. So you put it on your plate.
These are great plates because they don't stick.
Yeah. These are my plates that I use for this all the time. So and I'll do one too. Let's do them together. So this is what I like to do: is show people how to do it and get them working in the kitchen too. That's my trick. Let's just get some of the work on with other people too. All right. So you just soak it a little bit and get them a little bit flimsy.
This is exciting.
So then you just put it here.
Those
So
gorgeous
then,
colors.
look at all this. This is, you know, these things don't taste as, you know, individually. They'll all, might be strong taste or whatever, but when you put it all together, it melds so well. And then we're going to make a really good sauce. Yeah, we're going to make an amazing sauce to go with it. It's all about the sauce, definitely.
The spicy almond Thai sauce,
So
right?
go ahead. What you do is you put everything on one side. Here, you do this one.
Okay.
I'll do this one. So I put everything on this half of it. So you just grab some
And where
tofu.
do we get this tofu? Where did you?
So this tofu, you could make your own tofu, but this is, you know, taking a little step in the right direction, making things easy. Trader Joe's, they've been having this for a long time. You can also get this at a lot of the Sprouts stores, all the local Jimbo's has all this too. So
Great.
So then you just put all your fresh ingredients, your veggies.
You just want to stack it on top of each other.
We just washed our hands, of course.
We did. Wonderful. Carrots.
Yep. So that's going to make it a really pretty rainbow. You could even put some shredded beets, whatever's in season too. I'm all about seasonal.
Bell peppers.
Yeah, so bell peppers, so pretty. And all this stuff is just going to meld together so
It's
nicely.
a mint,
Yeah.
or is this basil?
So
Which
that's the
one is this
basil, and this is mint.
Big leaves. I'm gonna.
And I recommend
Turn
just
into-
keeping a basil plant on hand in your garden.
Do we
You
want to
know,
cut
or
off
just-
the little stem at the end?
Oh, it's okay. Everything tastes good with the sauce. Don't
All
worry
right.
about it. So then, you know, however much mint you want, you can. I like to use a lot, so I'll grab the mint. This also is growing in my garden.
And what are the some properties of these foods in
So,
terms of?
Yeah, they're
physically,
mint.
what do
all
they do
the
to your
all the
body?
fresh herbs like cilantro, mint, basil. They all actually help your body to detoxify. They're cleansing. Especially think about mint. It's cleansing, right? And we use it for cleansing, and it actually cleanses your body. So everything, all this stuff is really, all the green vegetables actually clean your blood.
I remember
actually
when I
make
was
your-
pregnant too, I would put mint under my nose, and it would take away the nausea.
Yeah.
So there's definitely things that all
Yeah,
of
even
these.
mint essential oils on your hands.
Yes, I use those every night.
Yep. And so this is kale. This is just baby kale.
And why is kale so good for us?
So kale is amazing. It has amazing properties. It has a great source of plant-based calcium. So we don't need to consume dairy products to keep our bones strong. We can have kale. We can have all these veggies.
Consuming too many dairy products, I don't think people really know, but it can actually leach the calcium from your bones,
Exactly.
correct?
Yeah,
So
well-
those milk ads that we see,
Right.
they're a little misleading.
Yeah. Well, it's because of also the meat in people's diets too, and it's the protein. It's all that animal protein actually is damaging to your, could be damaging to your bones.
And that's one thing I get asked a lot, which I'm sure you do and my friends. How do you get your protein?
And that's about the last thing you need to be concerned about.
As a vegan.
Yeah, as anybody. you know.
Because
We're all
broccoli,
getting too much.
correct, has more protein than steak, correct? In the proportions.
Well, for the calories.
Per
yeah. I mean,
calories.
it is lower in calories. You have to eat more broccoli.
More
obviously.
of it,
That's a good
but
thing.
you
Just
can
make
get
it
the
tasty.
same source of protein.
Put this Thai sauce on it, and you'll love it. So.
Gosh, yours
and a
is
little
much
bit-
bigger than mine.
I know. Well,
What's
they're
better?
They're pretty forgiving. So a little bit avocado is really
I
good.
love avocado.
And I always just keep it in the shell so that it doesn't get brown.
It's like
Especially at a party.
one of the most perfect foods in my household, anyway.
And so what we did was, we also put these sprouts. These are mung bean sprouts that I sprouted myself.
You
so
sprouted them yourself?
Yeah,
Oh my
they're
goodness.
so easy.
Oh my
Actually,
goodness.
that's what I talk about in my classes. How easy this is to make this stuff. It's like so. So this is the mung beans actually. Let me just show you. You just buy these mung beans and then you soak them and you let them sprout. So, but that's another class.
Wow.
All right. So when you have everything here, then what you do is you take up the end of your wrap and you kind of hold everything together and flip it over like a burrito. And you can make them, what's good is they're pretty forgiving. You can put a lot of stuff in it.
Oh my gosh.
Because they stretch.
Yum. They do
So then
stretch.
you're going ahead, honey. And then when you just go like this, do the sides.
Just like a burrito.
and do that, just like a burrito. Yeah. There we go.
Wow.
Nice.
Look at that.
Look how beautiful.
Wow, it's almost the same size. I was so worried mine was going to be inadequate, but it's not.
Yep. No, it's nice. All right, let's move to the sauce, okay? So it's all about the sauce. You want to make a really nice sauce. So this is a spicy Thai almond sauce.
Oh
you can
gosh.
make it as
My mouth is
spicy or
watering
not
again.
spicy as you want, right?
Love
So-
spicy.
Yeah, oh good. You
Some
do?
people might not, so give them both the versions.
Well, yeah, so the secret ingredient is actually here. There's the ingredients over here. So we have the Thai red curry paste. And so that is going to give it a lot of flavor, and it's not too spicy.
Okay.
So that's what's good about it. You can use this, make it a flavorful sauce, then you can add your own kick too.
And all of these ingredients are going to be posted right after we end the session.
Exactly. And then some almond butter. You could use peanut butter if you want, but I really love the almond butter. You can use soy sauce, which is, this is actually tamari sauce, and this is a Bragg's liquid aminos type natural.
Which I want to come back to in a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got some questions about those aminos.
And then it's sweetened with dates. So this is some dates. Let's see, get this guy open. So these are your sweetener. Most of the sauce, any Asian sauces are going to have a ton of sugar in them. And so we're all about, using less processed ingredients, and so dates is a really good one. We have our trusty Vitamix. It's going to just blend it all up. All right, so we'll start with our water. So this is just a little bit of water, like 3/4 cup water. And then some lime juice, and we have, these are actually limes, key limes.
Oh my gosh, they look like little lemons.
Isn't that cute? They're in season right now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So you just squeeze the juice,
tree.
and all the proportions we will put in the post afterwards.
Right, and here's the handy dandy squeezer.
Great.
We have everything prepared here to make things go a little quicker. So this is a 1/4 cup lime juice. We have, let's put our soy sauce, so about 1.5 tablespoons, and then about 1/2 cup of our almond butter, natural almond butter.
And why is almond butter? I know peanut butter is good, but doesn't almond butter have
almond
some
butter
special properties as well?
Almonds are a superfood, more than peanuts, because they are also a source of calcium too, and they just have more, so they have just more nutrients in them than peanuts do.
So when I had my son 20 years ago and I took him to his first pediatrician appointment, I was a little nervous because I was a vegetarian, and I was a little nervous to tell the doctor, and it come to find out Dr. Weintraub was a vegetarian. And I said, I just want to make sure, so lucky, so wonderful, we had him till he retired. But he told me, as well as my doctor a year earlier, that really if you put a nice handful of almonds and you eat that every morning, that's all the protein that you need for a day. I had 2 doctors tell me that. Wow. So, I don't know, I've always done that. And
that's a great breakfast too.
And keeps you going, and again, meeting that protein need that everyone keeps talking about.
Yep. It's
that we're lacking
not
in our vegan
difficult
diet, but we're not.
Exactly. So this is that special Thai curry paste. It's just available at the regular grocery store. You can get it at Sprouts or any health food store. So then some ginger, and of course this is how much you like ginger. Yeah. So this is like an inch or 2 of ginger. So here's our dates. We'll toss those in. And then some scallions, or you can use cilantro, just some fresh it up with some more. And this is also for my garden. You just can grow scallions so easily.
And this Vitamix, I think, is a must-have too.
I love it.
For cooking and for plant-based diets.
I've had one almost as long as I've been vegan.
Wow. And that's how many years?
27.
27
I
years.
remember how old my son is. That's when I went vegan.
And again, Tracy teaches nutrition classes, plant-based, how to lose weight, how to keep cancer and heart disease away. She's starting a course, I think January 11th for 5 weeks, Thursdays 6:30 to 8:30. You can learn all of the benefits in San Diego, the benefits of a plant-based diet. I'm looking at the clock, and we're going to speed this sauce up.
And how to maintain your healthy weight too. That's
how to maintain your healthy weight. What is everyone's #1 New Year's resolution?
Exactly.
Is to lose weight, because after we eat so much during the holidays.
And it's really about getting more nutrition too. That really helps.
And you remain full. Look at all of this food and fiber. It keeps you full.
So here's your red. These are the kick right here.
Okay.
So you can just add, maybe like a 1/4 teaspoon. I can just kind of eyeball that. Depends on how much spice you like. So then we're done here. We're just gonna blend it all up. And
I cannot wait to taste that.
Amazing. When you dance.
It's not easy. And look at how easy it is. And it only takes a second to blend it all together.
Right? That's true. You want to make sure it's all blended up. But you're a dancer. dancer.
I am a
Dance
dancer.
when things
I own a
play.
dance studio. I haven't taught in over 10 years, but I've forever had dance in my heart. And I know we're getting to the end of our program, but I've got some amazing vegan friends here that I want to introduce. Come in, Barbara and Jolene, sorry. This is Barbara. And how long have you been vegan, Barbara?
Just like you, my daughter turned 21, so we've been vegan since she
Well,
turned 21.
I was vegetarian for 25, so
Okay.
I've only been vegan 3.
Since your daughter was born?
Since she was born.
Yeah,
Really?
So 21.
I mean, these are vintage, sexy vintage.
Sexy, but thank you for saying
Vegan
that.
over
Yeah.
50. And this is Jolene, who has been vegan for how long?
Over 25 years.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm
awesome.
the novice baby of the group.
Yeah, well,
So we are
it's
gonna.
never too late. It's never too late.
I know. I had that question about amino acids, and before we go, you said you had a question about the amino acids.
Yeah, Tracy.
so
So,
this is the-
and
Right.
Over.
I try to be really health conscious, but I don't really understand why this is a good choice. So will you explain that?
And I would love to learn that too.
Well, here's the thing. They're about all the same. I mean, they're not exactly the same, but they are salt. Really, it's really about the flavor. It's really about adding flavor. I wouldn't say this is a health food,
Oh, okay.
right?
But I thought
Because it's sodium. You know, it's got it's really pretty high in sodium. But they're naturally processed. So the regular soy sauce that you just get at the restaurants and things like that is more highly processed, and there could be some chemicals added during the processing.
Okay. So it's just a more natural product.
Right. So it's a more natural product. This is tamari, which and also has a little bit of different taste too. So it actually has kind of a smoky flavor and scent to it, and I always
smells
pass
so
that around the
good.
classroom. And it comes in little spray bottles too. So you can actually spray your food with it, and then you reduce your sodium that
And
way.
I read an article last week that said that some vegans,
really good.
if they don't, put the proper food groups together, they may be lacking in these. So, I don't know.
No, that's not
It's
true.
different amino
Yeah,
acids.
that's not
Okay, so
true.
I'm wrong.
Yeah. But anyways, this is tamari sauce. So this is also tastes more just like regular soy sauce, but it's more naturally processed. It's organic. So
And it's
Wonderful.
I just like
gluten-free.
those choices. Yeah,
So
it's gluten free. This is
gluten-free,
gluten free too. They're
Okay.
both gluten free.
And gluten-free is
So-
such an
Regular
issue in our
soy
society.
sauce.
Yeah. So either one's fine. It's just if people have a problem with sodium, you have high blood pressure, you just need to take that into consideration.
And minimize.
But- yeah,
So
and
we
minimize,
are
so.
going to continue taking all these
we're ready
lovely
to eat.
ingredients. We're gonna fill this platter today, so I'm gonna send them home with you lovely ladies. I'm gonna save for my friend that's coming later. I cannot wait to taste that sauce.
Somebody gonna try one?
Yes, let's put it all. Dip, ready? Each one of us take
Oh,
one.
yeah.
You three
I
take one.
couldn't wait. I
One.
thought you'd never ask.
Oh, and here,
Here's the
the
sauce.
biggest one.
Go for it, ladies. You know it's all good for you.
Wonderful. Vegan spring rolls
Isn't it
with
amazing?
spicy almond.
It's all about the sauce. Now you don't have to make. A lot of people are short on time. You can buy a sauce. You can buy and just use teriyaki sauce.
Oh my
but,
gosh, it's delicious.
Yeah. This
Oh, I don't
is-
want to double dip, but I want to double dip.
Okay. Here's your own.
Ladies and Tracy, thank
It's
you
always
so
good to
much.
give everybody their own little bowl so they can
Cheers to Happy New
Oh
Year.
my God.
Happy New Year!
Another great resolution to make is eating healthier. Try to include healthy plant-based vegan options. It's time to go vegan, everyone. 2018 is the year.
No problem. Yes, definitely.
Easy and beautiful.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Yum.
Delicious.
So there's, this can be yours. And this can,
Wow.
we gotta make Leslie's.